the leg isn't even touching the ground. It's just scooting. What? Let's see if there's a thing
Unreal Engine for you.
So watching a bit of the Raja Jackson.
Yeah.
A video you sent me.
Raja Jackson's a piece of garbage. He jumped in. So like the guy, he's Rampage Jackson, the MMA fighter's son, and he felt wronged by a guy like behind the backstage before the show kicked off. The guy
Psycho Stu
hit him with an empty beer can. And then one of the other guys said he's not a worker, which
what supposed
to mean, you know, in pro wrestling it's like the jargon. A work means it's you're working, it's part of the show. Whereas a shoot means like it's real, like it's not meant to happen.
Right. Okay.
So when he said he's not a worker, it's actually kind of embarrassing because it's not something a wrestler would actually say. It's like an internet. It's like somebody who thinks they know the lingo. If that makes sense.
Pretend to talk the talk.
Maybe not so. Maybe not so much as pretending, but yeah, it was just weird. Anyway, so and then Raja's acting tough, and then basically it was like half an hour later when the show actually started and the match was going on.
Well, no, the preamble is the guy, Psycho Stu, comes up to him and hits him kind of in the side of the head with an empty Coke can. Which I didn't really get. I'm like, why did he well, I kind of...
It's
a bit about... Stupid... He goes, I don't know who you are.
It's a stupid hardcore wrestling thing they do. A guy called the Sandman did it back in 1997 in ECW, so all these marks, like, all these, like, Indieriffic, pure garbage wrestlers like that, you know, never made it, never will make it. I mean, some of them don't want to make it big, but you know, I'm just saying, it's just the daft thing guys like that do. So you hit him with a beer can. You know, obviously it doesn't hurt. It was like an empty beer can. So
well, it's still got like
doesn't hurt, but like
liquid and stuff over him and
this
on
Raja,
his face and that. But
I don't think Raja Jackson's even into wrestling really. So I think he was just like, "What? Why did you do?" I'm into wrestling, and if someone greeted me that way, I'd be like, "What are you doing?" So I think it was kind of just a "what you doing" type of thing. But then, because he's live streaming it to a bunch of 13-year-old degenerates on Kick, and I'm sure this is confirmed, they were all just like, "Oh, you're a bitch, you shat it," or like, "Look at the state of you," like, you know, you're a pussy.
The hour and a half before he fights, he's probably getting all these commentary going, "Oh, I'm watching you on live stream. Why are you not doing that, guy?" Yeah. And one of the other wrestlers was like, give him a receipt during the show, like, we'll make it part of the show. So giving a receipt is obviously like, well, even that doesn't make sense, because a receipt, again, the jargon is supposed to be, say someone's like working too stiff in the ring, giving them a receipt would be like you give them like a chop back or something like that. That stings, but it's not, you're not trying to knock them out, but you know, it stings a bit and you're kind of like, ease off. That's what a receipt's meant to be. But again, Raja's not like a wrestler, so he gets in, he picks him up, slams him on the back. Well, slams him on his back, but he slams him so hard, like the whiplash, you know, his head whips and hits the ground. If he wasn't knocked out from that, which it looked like he probably was, then he rains down. I believe the count was 23, undefended. The guy's knocked out already. 23 full force punches just to the guy's face. It was absolutely shocking. And what were you saying about the referee? The ref just stood there and watched. So he goes into the ring. Raja Jackson, hour and a half. I mean, they shake hands before they go in, obviously, and you know, you sort of think that, well, what's the issue here? But waits an hour and a half later, goes in, pile drives Psycho Stu, and then just starts wailing on his face, like just left, right punches. See if he like after he hit him with the beer can, he leathered him there and then, I'd be like, that was totally unnecessary, but. Kind of get it, flashing the pan, Whereas it's an extra bitch thing because the guy, guy's not expecting it. Psycho Stu sees him come. You know, when he comes in, he knows he's going to come in. He was like, "Oh, okay, this is like part of the act." So he lets him pick him up, lets him slam him. He sort of lets him. I mean, my money would be on Raja Jackson if they fought for real, but I'm just saying, like, the whole thing about wrestling is you're sort of trusting the guy you're wrestling with to kind of take care of you a wee bit. You're, for the most part, they're like, when you go up for a slam, you kind of go up. You sort of
not quite jump up, but you kind of like let your weight sort of move up. You let them slam you. That's kind of like the whole point. So
I wouldn't have picked him up so easily if he'd, like you said, he'd just sort of planted his feet and went.
Well, because the other guy that did come in and then ended up, you know, like pulling him off, wrestling with him. He tried to double leg him and couldn't.
Yeah.
You know, this well, maybe he has done a bit of MMA. I don't know. I doubt it. But this, you know, this other guy, his own sort of size, tries to double leg him, can, you know, and then so they like put him in the corner and they like separate it. How he got out the building without the other boys murdering him, I don't even understand.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is Amanda saw it and said it was staged. Said the whole thing was just staged.
Absolutely not. No. It's well, it depends what you mean by staged. It was staged in so much as yes, they knew he was going to go in and do something that was part of the show, but him wailing on him like that is
blooding up his face to that point. I was like, that's not.
Apparently, he was choking on his own teeth.
Jesus.
That's what the ambulance folk said. It's honestly attempted murder. I don't know what else you would call it.
No, exactly. Yeah.
If the other wrestlers hadn't interjected, how many more times was he going to hit him? No, honestly though, like 23 times. I'm something
I'm laughing because
oh yeah,
sorry. But no, absolutely.
How many more times would he have? When would he have stopped?
Yeah.
It didn't look like he was stopping anytime soon.
He would have Sin City'd been punching mush into the bloody carpet sort of thing.
Into the canvas. Yeah, so how the video I sent you anyway, like sort of jumps to the next bit, and he's like walking away outside. I'm sure one of the wrestlers who's got his face painted says something like, "Oh, you better get out of here" or something like that. You know, as if he's going to kick his ass, and he's like, "You had every opportunity to kick his ass."
He was one of the guys who was standing back and watching.
You know, but he's he was an arsehole as well. He'll just seen it like, you know, on the live stream, be trying to scrape back a shred of street cred. And Raj is storming out, and so this is the things he said beforehand. I'm gonna like fuck him up or whatever. He said he was gonna do it. He goes in, he does it, and then he's still on live stream after the fact.
Yeah,
cutting a 20-minute promo about I ain't no bitch. How dare you call me a bitch? I ain't no bitch. And folk were trying to defend him, saying like, oh well, he's got the kid. They kept calling him the kid. Oh, the kid. I mean, he's people.
Was he like 25 or something?
Yeah,
nonsense.
He's got problems with what do you call
Impulse
control, and you're like, then don't be putting yourself in these situations.
No, but it's
you
not.
need to remove yourself from these type of situations.
It's not an impulse control issue though. They're like that. This was an hour and a half between, you know, incident of him being like.
That's what I'm saying. It's premeditated.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is.
He had all that time to chill out, to do whatever, to leave. I mean, I don't think the guy's even a
remove yourself from the situation. Eh?
There was about 10 people in the building. You know, it wasn't like it wasn't WrestleMania. It wasn't like the most eagerly anticipated event ever. And you're like, well, I don't want to miss it.
I can't kill my fucking friend.
So, he's a bitch, and Chael Sonnen has one of the worst takes on it I've ever
Men,
heard.
don't cry. Jesus. I'm gonna cry.
Quite right. Chael Sonnen, he's a former MMA fighter. He's like a sort of pundit now. Worst take I've ever heard, because he's a big like pro wrestling fan, and he was on about people need to stop commenting. You don't know what you're talking about. You're all a bunch of marks. So the mark is obviously like if you're pulling a con, the mark is like the guy who goes for it. So a mark, it's kind of a derogatory term for a fan who like believes believes it's real. If that makes sense, it's kind of like an insult. So he's saying like, oh, you're all a bunch of marks. But like, Chael, what in God's name were you talking about? The guy's in hospital.
Yeah.
I think he's awake now. It's been a few days now, but
I've read in the comments he's awake, stable.
Right, okay, well, good. Yeah.
No update on how many teeth he's got left.
Yeah, no legit long-term damage, I reckon.
Yeah, of course. I don't think there's any getting away from it. He'll have, the very least, reconstructive surgery. Possibly broke his jaw, depending on where he was hitting him.
I think, I mean, I've no idea, but from the angle, I think it was more like straight down. So I think that's why his teeth are. We can knock some of his teeth out.
Yeah.
Whereas the jaw itself, I think, might be alright, but I've no idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, in Chael calling everybody marks, and he's been getting absolutely slated. And then he doubled down. He was like, "Oh, I've known Raja Jackson since he was like 2 years old or whatever. Like, you guys don't know what you're talking about."
I know what I saw.
We're like,
We're
like, Chael, this is. If you keep doubling down on this is like at the point where your career is going to get
exactly.
binned.
Stay out it, exactly.
Aye.
It's even the way they put the SpongeBob a few moments later into the edit.
A bit tasteless.
Like, it is, it absolutely is, given what's happening.
I mean, I get that you're gonna, for brevity's sake, I mean, with these IRL live streamers, you know, like, they just live stream them walking about doing whatever they're doing. I don't understand the enjoyment of it, because, I mean, granted, they act like dickheads on purpose to get quote-unquote content out of it, but they're still going to be, oh, what are you doing now? Well, I'm sitting in a traffic jam for 25 minutes, like, the 99% of it is going to just be nothing.
Waiting in a queue for McDonald's, like...
Yeah, how's this interesting?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I get editing it for brevity's sake, but yeah, adding in like the SpongeBob meme, which is that meme was getting old 10 years ago. I can't believe folks still. It's embarrassing. It's like the type of thing like if Ma was making like her first video, whatever, I showed her how to use Adobe Premiere, she'd chuck it and she'd be like, "Oh, I found this SpongeBob like joke. It's not really
transition.
funny." Aye.
Possibly there's like a pre-baked in transition you can just pick.
Oh well, I mean it will be. You'll go just get the clip off YouTube or whatever. But like you see, I still see it all the time. Like the guys, this was embarrassing 10 years ago. Stop it. Yeah, I thought that was like. Same as you. I thought it was a bit like tasteless. I was kind of like, gross. I sent it to a friend of mine, and I sent her a voice note as well, saying like, so blah blah blah. This is what happened, and yeah, it's quite graphic. You might not like want to actually see it, but she'd watched the video first and then listened to my voice note. She was like, "You could have sent me that voice note first." I was like, "I will." So I sent it at like the same time. She was like, "So what's happened? Has he been arrested?" I was like, "No." So at the time of recording, was it Friday just there?
Don't know.
It was so almost a week ago.
Alright, so he's not been arrested or anything? Again,
no, I was definitely a Saturday, so it will have been Saturday, but even so, almost a week later, not been arrested. This is what I mean, is how it just blows my mind. He shouldn't have been, all the other wrestlers should have
piled on and
should have massacred them right there and then. And then, you know, got the cops to arrest them. Like, I just think it's insane.
No.
And
which is why Amanda thinks it's staged. She thinks all that part as well at the end where he's all get in the car, like the guy pushing him like to the car. She's like, that's just again. But who knows?
You can't stage that. You can't work punches, like pro wrestling punches. You see them throwing hands for like an hour and a half, and then neither one of them has a bruise after it. Like, they're not real punches. They don't no one in their right mind is going to willingly agree to get their teeth knocked out and...
Well...
No, even in like Jackass and stuff like that, none of them...
How much money's enough?
This Raja Jackson guy...
Women will spread him for enough.
23 folk he had watching his live stream.
Is that it?
That's the number I got told.
Fucking hell. Okay. Maybe he's not famous or rich enough to finance that.
Oh, yeah, no one. Rampage Jackson is obviously going to be pretty well off, but I don't think he's rich enough to, like. I mean, what amount of money would you need for that? To let someone do that to you?
5 million.
Okay, there you go. I don't think Rampage Jackson. I mean, I've no idea. Does he have 5 million in like cash?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Like in the bank? I would guess probably not, but I could be totally wrong. But even if he does, he doesn't have 5 million worth to give to his son for a publicity stunt that would make him look like the worst person in the world.
For his 23 subscribers, aye.
Yeah, it does. It just doesn't. It just doesn't add up. No, he's a wee spoilt brat who thinks he's a tough guy who
Well, he's going to the jail, hopefully, for a long
Yeah.
time, because, like I say, you can't get away with shit like that. Could you just pass me my jacket? I think the phone's in it.
Some folk are saying like 25 years or something like that. Apparently, you can get for premeditated.
Premeditated assault.
Premeditated, like attempted murder. Apparently.
Is it attempt?
Well,
Is it attempted
I honestly think it is
grievous
because
bodily harm?
would he have stopped? That's the question. It's all about like intent. Would he have stopped? He showed no signs of stopping. 23 unanswered points. A few of them missed, but 23 like attempted. 23 punches intended to do grievous bodily harm and or kill him. If you stab someone 23 times, you couldn't say like, "Oh, I thought they'd survive."
That's not GBHI.
And I don't know what the laws are. See, you know, you hear it in films and stuff like that. Their hands are registered deadly weapons.
America's pay to play anyway.
Yeah, very true.
Hi, bad dog. Ew. What did I do? I'll just leave you to sleep. Okay.
That's just what she does.
C.I.A.
Yes, that'll be it.
That'll be it. Cool. Ooh. Yeah.
They're giving you Doki Doki Literature Club vibes.
Wow.
Extreme close up. That's not even a close up at the moment I said that. So yeah, I hope he gets the jail.
Well, you know.
For a long, long time. I asked one of the guys I know he's a pro MMA fighter, but he's a wrestler as well. So I was like, I mean, am I a mark here? Am I missing something? He was like, no, absolutely not. Like, the guy's a wee dafty.
No clothes? Okay, what I was about to say, is that the glitch?
Right, I think.
What? C.I.A. headquarters. Bug Street Boys. Okay.
Jump over that.
What?
Oh Jesus Christ, that was atrocious. Like that.
I will just have to remind myself, as always, how.
That's right, yeah. It's is it R3 or is it both?
Whatever, I'll figure it out.
So what else is new?
Well, got a new guy at work.
Aye.
So, yeah, that was interesting. So he came through the system with, I know, I'll figure out how to recharge momentarily.
Aye, double. R3 and L3. Or whatever they call it on Switch.
What?
Oh, ski bomb, bobbity bomb. So it came through what system then?
Came through the security system, and they hadn't told me that he was disqualified from driving.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. And he goes like that. He told one of the other guys, and I'm annoyed because I'm pretty sure I asked the interview about full driver's license.
When you need to disclose that?
He did disclose it to the security guys, which is why it's not any more of an ethical issue. How am I recharging here?
R3 and L3, and then you sort of wiggle it left and right.
What the?
R3 and L3.
R3 and L3.
R3.
That's it.
Yeah, like the control sticks.
Silly boy. So I feel like he's lied to me. But let's say it's tough to know without fucking. It was 3 months ago we interviewed him.
Aye, true, but yeah, I thought you had to. Does that count as an unspent conviction?
Yes.
Yeah, well, there you go. You need to declare that.
Well, he did declare it to the security guys, but I feel like he didn't declare it to me. Like, don't get fuck off me. He didn't declare it pre-interview.
Yeah, I have no patience for. So, well, what did he do?
driving under the influence.
I have no patience for that whatsoever.
But the driving under the influence, right? He claims, again, can't know for definite. He said he was sitting in his car, and police caught him after a night out. So he was asleep in his car in the front seat with the keys, and that constitutes like driving under the influence. Well, I think the argument is, again, it's a bit about, well, how much intent is it? Like, see if you were genuinely like asleep, you know, the seat's reclined. Maybe they would prosecute. I'd be interested if anyone has ever experienced it to, you know, hear like your story of experience of what actually happened. Why not so busy?
Oh, I think I must have asked you.
But I'm not entirely convinced. Like I can imagine him like getting in, clocking the cops, pretending to shut his eyes, you know what I mean, and them going, nah, fuck off.
Well, was there anyone else in the car?
Oh, pass, don't know.
Right, we'll sit in the passenger seat then.
Aye, well, sleep in the back seat, I think.
The back, the passenger seat, what have you? Because I had a mad argument with Babs one time, and
go on.
That's starting to get quite close to the edge, to be fair. Aye, and I went and slept in the car, like in the back seat. So why, like, there's more room anyway, and why would you? I don't know. Just why would you be sleeping in the front seat? I just think that's bollocks, personally.
Well, obviously the police thought the same, so they disqualified him from driving. Now he claims he's disqualified for 10 months, which feels like an odd number.
It does. Surely it would be. I'm sure it's just 12 months is the kind of standard time.
But Amanda reckons that's a fuck around. So he was convicted New Year's for it. I think the October thing again is a bit of a lie, a bit of a fuck around, because it'll be like, oh, I can't drive. I've got to source a car. You know what I mean? So it'll be like, you know, a 2-month quote unquote delay to get driving again.
Right.
But it brought me kind of all about trust and all that, and I'm just fucking.
Yeah, it should have been.
It should have been fed down to me, is the point I made to somebody. Well, I'm sure. Fucking making an arse of this.
Yeah, I've got it.
But it wasn't, and fair enough to him, he did declare it to like the security guys and on board and all that, but whatever. They obviously didn't think it was worth telling me, despite the fact that I'm.
Is it you that he's going to be like directly working under?
Oh, exactly.
Well, and so the reason I've got such a thing about it is, it's just such a pure selfish crime. Like, oh no, I'm fine to drive type of thing. I could, like, no exaggeration, could kill somebody, but I mean, how else am I going to get my car home type of thing? And especially in this day and age, you've got Lyft, Uber, taxis. You could get off your arse and walk.
No need.
I've absolutely zero patience for it, and I've yet to hear a single convincing like story of when somebody's been caught drink driving and it wasn't their fault. Every single time I've been like, nah, you completely deserved that.
It's just he's lost credibility with me already, and he's only been in the door fucking.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not exactly a good way to be starting out.
You know, and it's fair enough. He has told me now. It's right, okay, fair enough. You must have declared it. I made the point that no one told me from security, so that's a failing of the companies.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, the other thing as well is we're meant to be on site 3 days a week, and I'm like, no fucking way am I making an exception for you, Mr. Drunk Driver. He's already fucking like, oh, you know, it's quite tough for me to get here, kind of thing. I'm like, fuck.
Kind of like
dropping the hints.
Like.
So I don't know. Amanda's like, just bag him. I'm like, fucking, can you just bag him already? Is that?
Could you? Well, I don't know. It would depend on like if the contract's kind of like signed. Like if he's already in, then it's harder to get rid of him. But
he's on probation, so I mean, I can fire him in the first 3 months, no question.
It all depends on the language and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, well, you can fire people in the first 2 years, no question. But I mean, we've got a 3-month probation policy. Don't get me wrong, if it's for discrimination, like if a woman tells you, oh, I'm pregnant, and you fire her, you can't get away with that. But in principle, you can't claim unfair dismissal until you've been working 2 years.
I get what you're saying.
And even things like discrimination is really hard to prove. Like people think like it's as easy as, or I could tell that they were being discriminatory.
The threshold
No.
I'm sure is quite large, and like I mean, I don't know. I've been on the receiving end of absolute bullshit discrimination.
Well, exactly, I know.
But at the same time, I do kind of get, like, imagine you hired somebody and they're just atrocious, right? And you need to keep paying them for however long because you can't sack them.
Yeah.
Like, it would, it doesn't work. Do the toilets
I'm wondering.
refill your health? I think they do, but
Yeah.
we'll find out.
Take a shit.
Aye, no, that's twice. Twice I've basically fought it, and long story short, I can it's considered I quit rather than dismissal, which is something, I guess, but that's twice I get dismissed for handing in a sick note, and I'm like, you're
That's harsh.
you're scum there.
So, 150 blessings. Okay. There's another toilet. What the?
I believe this stage you start in the middle and you kind of move out and come back into the middle, so I think that's why there's one there. Yeah.
Ah, you piece of shit. There we go. No, that's fine. Keep doing that. Is that shoot him?
I had that. Smacked. Oh, he smacked me.
But there's I was kind of looking at some stuff, and I mean, it's part of our kind of, like, our company does a sort of values chart and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's part of actually how we grade people, and it's part. So the first part of it is all about trust. You know what I mean? We're meant to be trusted. So if you don't trust people, like, well, you're already off to a bad start. But trust is apparently an equation, and it's like credibility multiplied by reliability multiplied by intimacy divided by what's called self-orientation, which is a very complicated way of kind of saying, if you're basically all about yourself and people know it, you know what I mean? If you come in,
nobody's gonna.
no one will trust you, because it doesn't matter how credible you are, how reliable and all that other stuff is. You can basically lose trust completely by just being like, I'm just here for myself. Because there's somebody at Amanda's work who basically personifies that. She said right from the get-go, I'm not here to make friends. I'm out for myself. I'm here to get the training and leave. And straight away, nobody trusts her, because why would you?
Yeah.
And so it kind of makes sense. And I'm like, for this guy, it's like credibility straight away is like, if you're going to score it out of 5 even, be like a 1, a 0 for credibility, because just straight away like, no, I'm sure I asked him at interview, oh, you've got your full driver's licence? Mm-hmm. And he went, yep.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything.
But see, I
can't remember.
But that's a pure mental gymnastics thing, because
exactly.
He does have a full driver's licence.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have it right now.
Yes, I know, exactly. And that would maybe be if you sort of start calling him out on it. But that's the kind of shit that I fucking hate. I can't be doing with people who are like that.
Exactly.
Like you say, the mental gymnastics is the exact word.
I've been watching a lot of stuff about. It's mainly about. He's a lawyer and he works in like statement analysis.
Oh yes, you've been telling me this.
And it's I'm by no means any expert because I've watched a few YouTube videos, but one of the main takeaways is people, like human beings, don't, unless they're an actual psychopath, we don't really like lying. Our brains just don't really like lying.
It's an uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, so but folk can say all kinds of different things to get around the fact. Like one of the most common ones is so that's a lie by sort of selective omission.
Yes,
because he does have
exactly how I read it.
If he said I do have a full driver's license, then he does. He just doesn't have it right now. So technically it was true. It's one of the most common ones is folk will say things like, Jack, are you on steroids? And I would just say no. Whereas your boy Liver King, it was always, are you on steroids, Liver King? Look at my legs. Look at how skinny they are. I've been working out since I was 15. He
It doesn't answer the question.
If he does say no, he beats about the bush for ages. Or the other one is, I want to tell you right now that I'm not on steroids. Because again, in their brain, that's true. I do want to tell you that. I can't without lying, but I want to tell you it, so it's true. What's going on here?
You're no guest of mine. It's a horse talking to an owl.
Oh, isn't that what you call Hotline Miami? I keep meaning to play that. Responsibility.
What do you think, right, if I was to ask you as well about... So the trust thing is just like a core thing of BAE. If you're no trusted, you should really be out. But I will cross that bridge when we come to it. Like I say, I've basically made him come in 3 days the last 2 weeks. But then he's booked onto this course. And it's like a WebEx, and he's like, 2 days like at home, and I'm like, no, fucking the other 3 days you'll be in. I don't care if they're a Wednesday, Thursday. But so we monitor like 8 other behaviours, which I can't remember off the top of my head, so I've had to look at my phone briefly. But I'd be interested to know where you rank yourself on a score of 1 to 5 for each of these, because that's what we do to, like, you know, assess where you're going to fit into the company. So the first one is strategic vision.
Oh, see, that varies. I'd say out of 5.
Out of 5.
On average, probably a 2.
Well, a 2
That's a weakness for me. Usually. Usually.
Well, this next one should be better. Creativity.
Well, I'm a 5.
Well,
I mean,
you are a creative type, so that would make sense. It'd be bad if you're like, that's a 1, mate.
Yeah.
Bypass me, move on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Adaptability.
Maybe like a 3.5, a 4.
You think quite adaptable?
I don't necessarily like it, but if I can adapt well, I might be in my head like, I shouldn't need to be doing this, but I'll do quite well at actually doing it. If you get me.
You roll with the punches. Adaptability is kind of a measure of like you go with the flow. You can manage change. You're not just pure like rigid. You'll be stuck doing one thing forever. So no, I'd agree with that. And then collaboration is an interesting one.
See, that honestly, that's a 1 or a 5 depending on who it's with. No, I'm just being honest.
So you average it out to a 3 maybe?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess a 3, because that's true of anybody. I'm the type of person that I'd like to think, for the most part, I'm going to try and make it work if I'm collaborating with somebody.
Then
it goes to that whole trust.
If you don't trust them, why would you collaborate with them?
And after a while, you're like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to collaborate with you. But most folk, when it comes to collaborating, they'll either fall at the first hurdle, or we'll get on. I'll know straight away. They'll be like, somebody a wee while ago, they wanted me to do some like design for them, and they said, I want a highly detailed minimalist approach, and I was saying to them like, those are the polar opposites.
That's an oxymoron.
Those don't go together, and they were adamant. And it's not like that Peep Show bit where
it's like that Peep Show bit.
No, but it's
waterfall taps with like.
Yeah, he says like classic but modern. Yeah. And you're like, don't get me wrong, the guys and obviously that's the whole gag, is like the guys are a wee dick, but that kind of is a thing. But it would be saying like, yeah. I mean, detailed and minimalist. You can't be detailed and minimalist.
Exactly. Like what is it Mark says? You can't. It's really hard to marry those two disparate styles.
Very disparate styles. Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
Well, that's the style that we want.
That's what we want.
So what I mean is like basically it was at the point where I was like, right, yeah, I'm passing on this. We're not. You're gonna get somebody who say, oh yeah, definitely, I can do that, and then
maybe but in
their head they'll be like, that's not a thing, but they'll
they'll smile and nod. Customers always right.
Yeah, they'll smile and nod, and they'll do it for you. You won't be happy. They won't be happy, because you don't really know what you want. You're going to have a lengthy back and forth, argue about it, argue about the payment, argue about everything. And I was just like, nah, I'm alright. I'm just going to bolt. Whereas like folk, when I actually do start collaborating with them, I would say I'm good at it when we.
Well, collaboration.
Someone I can work with.
Less about like that's almost like selling. That situation as well. That's more about the customer is always right, but there are customers that you don't actually want, you're actually quite correct in going, no, I don't want to do business with you because
I'm gonna grab this.
They are just more hassle than they're worth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you're going for the rate you're getting paid or whatever. You're gonna want 100. You'll never be satisfied. You'll always. It'll be no, change this, change that, and I'll put a set number of like alterations that I'm willing to do. Normally I'll just say 3, right? Just because it's a nice wee round number.
It's a nice even number.
If they want a 4th one and it's something that's going to take me 5 seconds, I'll just do it. I'll not charge them more for it. But if it's anything more than that, I'm a bam about it. I just start going like, right, that'll be.
That's what I keep doing, dumbass. I keep trying to make Travis, man.
I don't even know if this does shake this freaking controller. I'm just like, no, that'll be like X amount per alteration, from here on out. And again, if they get snippy about it, it's like, well, it's right there in the contract's maybe a slightly grandiose term, but it's right there in the language that we agreed upon. I'm doing this for that. I've upheld my end of the bargain. If you want additional changes, I'm happy to do them. I'm charging you this because otherwise it would just be a never-ending process.
Yeah, exactly.
Something that you would be making like a decent amount of profit on, you're going to end up spending months, years doing. There's no profit, no end in sight, and just shut up. Just no.
Our collaboration that we're describing is more about collaboration interdepartmentally.
Okay.
It's not about how do you collaborate with the client or anything. It's about how do you collaborate with other departments.
Okay, right.
So it's the right idea though, like you say.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't recognise that, and because you work as more of an independent contractor.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong person. Your collaborative style suits the idea of having a customer because that's what you need to worry about.
You need to sort of adapt it. But okay. Well, I mean, if it's in that regard, like interdepartmentally or whatever, yeah. I mean, I'd like to think I'm pretty good. I'm always the one that's like, well, if it needs done, give me it. I'll do it. If it's something I know how to do or what have you.
So it's not just working with your own team; it's working with almost kind of the other teams.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I'm pretty decent at that.
Yeah.
I've developed a real hatred for HR. Like teams, just because they all smile at your face.
Remains
they all smile at your face and stab you in the back, and I don't like the idea of needing to deal with them.
I think a healthy, what's the word I'm looking for? Healthy aversion to HR is why like Toby in The Office is funny, because Michael kind of has a point, despite the fact Toby doesn't give anything obvious.
He's too extreme about his hatred for Toby, but he does kind of.
Well, they say Toby's the Scranton Strangler.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So is Michael the one who kind of can't prove it?
I keep forgetting that's what that was.
Travis man.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Eventually, we'll link it up and get it right. Oh, fuck off.
We'll try and do it against the boss, maybe.
The next one is develops people.
So in what regard? Give me an example.
Like training and stuff like that.
Well, again, I feel like the guys I train with, doing MMA, I feel like I'm a lot more giving with my time than most of them are, personally. I don't mind sort of, say you're just doing like 2 for 2, like I have 2 goes, you have 2 goes. I feel like I'm a lot more willing to be like, just do a third, do a fourth, whatever. Like, you'll pick it up if you just drill it a few more times, you'll get it. And that's me kind of like giving up my sort of training time for them. I feel like I do that a lot more than most other people kind of do. They're kind of just all about them. It's like when they.
Are you a paid coach?
No, not in there. No.
Continue.
Oh, Jobby. How did we die? That's gay.
It was too close. 2 simultaneous health bars.
Yeah, no, not in there. But sometimes I'm like coaching classes, but I just mean like even if it's just me and whoever drilling, I feel like it's always seems to be me that's like giving them the kind of extra go. I'll hold a set of pads for somebody for an extra round or what have you, and then when it's time for somebody else to kind of like pay me the favour back, it's, you know, everybody's looking at the hands. They're like, oh well, you know, oh, I hope somebody helps you. Well, you do it. You do it right now. Oh, yeah, you know, type of thing.
God damn, man. This level is intense.
I like this level.
Lost sight of myself again. Easily done. So I mean, like for me, I do things like for developing teams and stuff. I do personality profiles with them. I do high five assessments.
Right.
I do a value assessment, and then I've got a kind of training matrix with all basically every core. We've only got like 7 core skills in our team, so it's like quality auditing, investigations, projects, safety moments, safety inspections, something like that. So it's a relatively small scope of work. Whereas, you know, if you worked in a machine shop, it might be like how to use the drills, how to use the grinders, how to use that. You know what I mean? It might be a bit more substantial. So I keep that plus a list of all the software, and I score each kind of guy on can they train other people, can they, you know, do it independently. I find using that as a tool to manage training to be quite handy. Whoa, why did he explode? Get fucked. So that's developed people. What are the other 3 more. Right, should be an easy one. Integrity.
Integrity. I've got too much integrity.
Too much here, straight arrow. Someone drops a wallet, and rather than going, this is the universe correcting, this is mine now. You go, so you've dropped your wallet.
Yep.
And
I've never once not regretted it, but I still keep doing it. I tell you about the one years and years ago. It was down at the Cross when there used to be the bank there. Old women in our sort of, that's when it was like a daughter or something like that, in front of me. They walk off, there's like a tenner sitting on the ground. I'm 99% sure it wasn't theirs. Like, it was there before they like took the money or whatever.
Right.
Still pick up and I go like, sorry, is this yours? Old woman snatched it out of my hand. Yeah. And walks away looking like sort of like smug, as if like sort of like, oh, brilliant.
Free tenner.
Yeah. And I was like, I should have like hooked her jaw and just took that back off her, because I was like, I'm like 99% sure that wasn't hers. Why can I never do that? I don't know what the hell's going on there. So, no, definitely. I mean, there's a bunch of other examples. I just can't really think of any right now. A bunch of other times.
I think I see the benefit of being honest. I always feel the universe punishes me as soon as I try and do anything bad. Mind the time I tried to like key that guy's car in Ambleside.
Right.
If you're us a chasing,
no,
like round the corner. But I only ran like round the corner. No, do you not mind that? We're all hiding like next to the motor or whatever. But he parked like literally his car in front of the entrance, and I was pure like, I don't know, it was maybe 8, possibly older than that. I was outraged that he was being so lazy.
Bear in mind, if you're 8, I would be 4. Like 4.
Maybe so. Aye. So I was possibly older than that, but aye. So I went up and up here, I don't know, had a pen or something in my pocket, went to write on his car, and literally like the second before he just came out. He was like, what are you doing? And I was like, fucking gonna knock me into my da and all this. And because I hadn't actually done anything, he was like, oh, I can't remember. He's probably said like, fuck off, you prick or whatever. Yeah. But just left it there. And I was mind pure panicking about it. Like, I'll see him at the pool. Because obviously he was staying in the apartments.
And then that's just awkward.
I know. And I just, ever since, like anything, any time I try and do anything, it's just like, no, universe instantly punishes you. So I've just don't necessarily agree with doing things right. I just seem to get punished if I don't. I feel like my name is Earl.
Yeah, doesn't he? What happened? He found like a lottery ticket or something like that.
He gets hit by a bus or something. So, and he thinks it's because of karmic retribution, because he's been a dick for so long. He didn't deserve the money, I think he still has the money.
But he hasn't cashed the ticket yet or something like that?
Because he feels he doesn't deserve it, needs to like kind of make peace and stuff.
Got that, remember that show? Crabman and all that stuff.
I really didn't watch it. I think I maybe watched one or two. I think it's all on Disney.
It might be.
So, did you say what you scored for Develops People?
I think like a 4,
Like
but,
4.
but I don't know, maybe I'm just picking myself up.
A wee 5 for Integrity then?
I would say so, but I'm sure everyone rates themselves higher on Integrity than they actually are, but...
Well, ironic, I'll tell you this now, they changed the scoring not too recently. It used to be like, you know, a staggered scale, so it used to be like, you know, if you were going to be a director or whatever, you had to be a 5. It's now not mandatory to be a 5.
No, if you're a director, I guarantee it's a 1, because you'll have just backstabbed everyone you've ever met, because you were like, no, that's my promotion.
Possibly.
I jumped. Shut up. That is homoerotic.
Oh, just say that. Oh, don't die. There we go. Where am I?
GG. Roll. And look, obviously not all directors are terrible people, but I'm just saying a lot of these... This is what I mean by integrity. If it were like, Jack, who do you think should get this promotion? You or this other person that's been here twice as long, has a PhD in the subject, you know, knows the company and said blah blah blah, whatever about, well, you know, such and such. Whereas a lot of people are like, no, I genuinely feel it's not about the money. I genuinely feel it's best for the cut, all that type of pattern. I'm like, I don't think I'd do that. Well, I know I wouldn't do it. So
one of the gaffers said to me, "You've got more self-awareness than some of the directors here." When it came to, like, I don't know, there was one of the technical questions we did, and he was like, "What do you think?" I think it was like, "What do you think your biggest weakness or whatever is?" And I was like, genuinely, like, I'm not a sociable guy. Like, naturally, it's not pure in me to be like life and soul of the party. Just, it's never going to be that way. So, I have to give myself a bit of a break from being social to then, you know, kind of, because everyone expects you to be sociable in that sort of management position to do, you know, to tell people what to do and all that. But you're like, no, I choose not to be. I choose not to be. I don't have to be.
Not a lot
I
of
think
people...
was the point or something I made to him. I don't know.
And
it sounded better at the time.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, not a lot of people are gonna like their boss that gets to tell them what to do, basically. So, like, I think that's the whole thing about Michael in the office, is he's like, he wants to be liked too much.
Aye.
And nobody likes to not be liked, but it's...
You have to be prepared to not be liked as a manager. You're not there to be their pal.
Exactly.
You're unfortunately part of the whole system that upholds sometimes the horrible culture that you disagree with. As long as BAE, the good thing is that they do try and make an effort to not be like that. There is still nepotism in the company, you know what I mean?
That's
There's
just
still,
true exactly.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever been any place that didn't have some ounce of, you know, nepotism. Somebody's nephew gets a job there, you're like, when was their interview? They're like, they didn't have an interview.
Even the hairdresser has nepotism. The number of times I've been in the queue and mad Stephen's nephew comes in and I'm like, hang on, I was here first. Oh, but it's Stephen's nephew. And you're genuinely sitting there going, what the fuck?
Aye,
and it's only been like a minute delay, so I've not been like pure.
Aye.
I'm not going back because they're a good hairdresser, but I've been sort of like, what, that's shite.
Aye, that Tomaselli boy, he's 100% licking the right crack. Somebody at DC. I said, did you look at that photo I sent of Robin that he's drawn?
Aye.
It's like dirt, and I'm like,
aye, of course, because it's obviously, if it's for a legit.
aye, it's for. I'll just show you.
Is it a Nightwing comic or?
I don't know what it is, but it will be. See the amount of just empty space he's got between his panels. Look at that. That looks like the face Ethan does when he's kind of like trying to make you sound like aye. I can't get over that. I'm staying in his good books until he promotes the project, and if he gives me any shit, again, I've got it in writing that he said he'd do it, so I'll drag his name through the mud, so I'm prepared for that if I need to do it. He's a piece of shit, but anyway, so I'll try and stay in his good books for the next month or two. And I look at all his work and I'm like, I don't think it's terrible. If I said I thought it was terrible, I'd be lying, but I just think it's alright, and then you get goofy stuff like that you're like, how did that make it past an editor?
Aye.
You know, how did nobody look at that and go like that, bro, what, no, you need to redraw that, like, that's the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. The amount of white space between, you know, just empty space in his pages as well, it's like, because you're a lazy bastard, so you don't need to draw as much. Anyway, so yeah, nepotism, there's definitely some nepotism going on.
Oh yeah, we know that. You don't have to be called like Beckett to work at our place, but it fucking helps.
See that last boy I was working for? He was telling me as well, he was on about before he owned the business, somebody else owned the Mad Printers.
Uh-huh.
And he was on about the boss's like daughter or whatever it was she was like employed there, but she would basically just turn up whenever she wanted, like one day a week or whatever. And you know, one of the other, I think the graphic designer they had at the time was like annoyed about it. He was like, and Keith, being the dirtbag he is, was like, oh well, she's the boss's daughter, she can do what she wants, like kind of defending it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, upholds the
and I'm like,
scummy culture.
I'm like, but the exact reason for he's a Trump fan. Whether or not he's a Trump fan, and he knows it, he is, because he's the type of person where he'll defend it because he's like, oh, see, when it's my turn, then I'll get to treat people like shite. So that's why they kind of want to uphold the unfairness, because they're like, oh, but it'll be my turn soon, type of thing. And you're like,
then it's payback time.
Exactly. It's like, no, it never will be. It's always tomorrow. It's never today, mate. And number two, it's like, I just have no respect for people like that. I genuinely think if that's how you think about stuff, you're a piece of shit, and we fundamentally will never get along, because it's like, there's two types of people, right? You get people where they have shitty stuff done to them, and they go, oh, that was lousy, I hope no one else has to go through that. Or they go, that was lousy, I can't wait till it's my turn to do it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And if that's the way people...
Most child abuse victims are child abusers themselves, is the statistic.
No, I think you've got that backwards, but...
Most child abuse victims... it's people who are abused as children go on to abuse children.
Yeah, no, but you've got it wrong. Most child abusers were abused as children.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Not most children go on to abuse. That's not.
They were abused as children. Yeah, well, kind of. They were abused as children and went on to become abusers as adults.
Yeah, and it's yeah.
And not getting overly personal, but there's a member of our family, not our family, but a member of, you know, your kind of adopted family,
right,
who was in that situation and absolutely never passed that trauma on.
Mm-hmm.
It has problems as a result of that experience. You know, but never, certainly never passed the trauma on. And like you say, that's the two kinds of people.
Yeah. And
I've got a lot of time for people who are the victims of it, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, because they didn't ask for it.
No, of course not. But I mean, just on a personal, a lot of respect for them.
You know, so people that are like, oh, see, when it's my turn to like get my own back, I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
Exactly.
You're honestly.
You should be paying it forwards, not paying it back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of short.
It's kind of similar to the whole crabs in a barrel idea. It's like they've climbed the ladder a wee bit. They don't want to like help others or make it change. Say it's like a certain industry, change the unfair things in the industry. They're like, well, fuck them. No, I'm here now. Like, you're not taking my spot, type of thing. That's where you get all these attitudes of like people that hate immigrants. It's like, oh, they're taking our jobs. It's like, mate, you've got no qualifications.
Exactly.
And
jobs do they take?
Aye, exactly. Oh, that's brilliant. We've deported all these asylum seekers back to their country where they'll be bombed by the end of the week. But now you can be a doctor. Oh, what's that? No, you can't, because you won't get off your arse and, you know.
Aye, but it's not. It's a diversionary tactic by rich media moguls. Why was I knocked out? You know, of blame everything on immigrants, and then that way we'll ignore the fact that actually we lose more money on tax avoidance.
Jobby.
Like, all the immigration... Oh, bollocks, I tried to do it too. Damn. That would have worked as well.
Ugh, garbage. Ugh.
Why does that only happen to you?
Honestly, it'll be some move that Badman
Maybe
has,
it's
I guess.
recoil, yeah.
What were you saying about tax evasion or
I
whatever?
mean, we lose more from tax evaders than we do from migrants. Spend like 60 million on migrants versus, like something billions on tax avoidance. So it's like, it's not the problem. It's not why you're poor. People are poorer now than they've ever been. It's just, disappointing fact of the tax system. And it should have gotten easier to tax people, not harder. Because we've got all this automation. We have AI. You can ask AI who's the biggest tax avoider in the world. And if you give them...
It'll say whatever it's been programmed to say by the oligarchs who control it.
No, but
so
it can
it'll say you.
Big
It'll say
data
Jack
set.
Thorn specifically.
If you give it the data set, if you show it, like, this is the accounts data for this company, it will basically be able to analyse it. The problem right now is that accounts data is too complicated. So our accounting auditors, who are intentionally underpaid so that they don't pick things up, basically have a cursory glance at the numbers and go, alright, looks good enough, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just pure diverting all the money. Oh, you only made like £50 last year, Mr. Bezos. Alright, cool, fair enough. And it's like, no mate, he made like 50 billion last year.
There was a toilet down this way.
Oh, down
I think this is the way forward, but
yes.
I think it will be.
You are correct, sir.
Let's see if it just turns into traffic. Oh no, it does.
Last two, I think. Did we get a score for
I put him in a Zelda shirt.
courage?
As well. Courage. Easily a 5.
And then the last one's inspiration.
Oh jeez, again that's another one that fluctuates like crazy.
Inspiration's an interesting
There's
one.
days I'm definitely a 5, but there's days I'm 100% a 1. Honestly, it'd be like, Jack, there's £1 million to just get off your arse. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it.
No, but I mean, how inspiring and how courageous do you need to be? Do you need to be a firefighter in Grenfell Tower sort of thing?
I'm too courageous. Said things to bosses that they didn't want to hear. Things like that.
Tact and diplomacy.
Explained to my manager at Starbucks that why would I wash the toilets right now at 5 in the afternoon? I will not be able to use that. We'll need to think.
Okay, at least we know that's the way back up.
Just stuff like that. It's like, no, see, you're fundamentally not correct. I'm not going to just blindly agree with you because you're the manager. That's how the freaking Nazis got in power, mate.
48 laws of power, never outshine the master.
Yep. Well, you should outshine them, but just make sure they don't know that you're doing it.
Yes, there is that.
Make sure everyone else knows that you are.
There is a bit about when they are genuinely incompetent, then you should outshine them and then overthrow them. But there's the bit about bide your time.
I just even
stay humble.
Yeah, you want them to think like they're the best, but you want everyone else to think that you're the best.
That was weird.
Everyone else at your job knows that you're the best, apart from like the manager. They would think, oh no, I'm the best.
I absolutely play that game, where they sit there and they're convinced that they're God's gift.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, you're a dingus.
Do you remember that episode of The Office where they make the advert for Scranton?
Yeah.
And like, they all have their wee ideas and they like end up doing their own one at the end and all that. See, that's the exact. There's just a scene in that where it's the ad company come in and they show them like the advert that they've made and like just the weird smug look on their faces. I'm like, I know that looks so well. Just the average, bland, most beige thing you've ever seen in your life, and they're like, oh, it's genius. I can't believe how good it is. You're like, it's the same crap you've done everywhere else every other time. But yeah, people just start believing their own BS.
And I like it as well because one of the advertisers plays a character in some other show who's like basically he's like some cuck husband. So it always makes me laugh when I see the actor come in as like the pure. I always just associate the two characters. Oh, for fuck's sake! Like they're
Nice.
Don't feel like they. I hate these cunts.
These guys are too strong. And I missed with my Harry. My best.
Oh, the ball's actually really useful.
It's been really good on this stage because
it does still feel like it's bouncing randomly. Fuck off.
A, I've just been aiming it a bit better, but B, like with the way this stage is laid out, it works a bit better.
Aye, it can bounce around a wee bit better.
Metal Gear. Have you tried the Metal Gear conversation tactic since we were talking about it the other day?
On who?
Just anyone?
On potential female prospects?
No, just like at work, if you know there's somebody you struggle to like kind of talk to, you kind of struggle to get along with.
Yeah.
I might start doing that.
It's going to be the new guy, man. Fucking new guy annoys me as well. New guy hired a Michelin like star chef to like teach him how to cook.
Right.
I don't know.
That's a pure Instagram thing, though.
Exactly.
Like, it's not. You're not. Are you gonna become a chef? No. Why did you do that then? Why would you hire?
Spend the money? I know.
Yeah, but
He worked
that's
in
what
the Navy. You know what I mean? He's
that's what I'm saying about it's
twat.
That's what I'm saying about it's like an Instagram thing. It will be like a
Yeah.
oh everybody look what I did type of thing.
Okay, fine. Right, so that must be a dead route or whatever.
It's a wee bit like some of the boys I've trained with are like, oh, I trained with like so and so. I trained with John Jones. I was like, how much was that seminar? They were like, oh, 200 quid. I was like
for a sesh or whatever.
and it wasn't even a 1-to-1. It's it was like he
Seminar
was there
guys,
in the room to show you a single leg that I could have showed you. It's like I'm not saying they got nothing out of it. I'm just saying they didn't get like their money's worth. And it's just a pure Instagram thing. It's like, oh, I trained with John Jones.
I mean, he makes really nice lunches. Look at his lunches. I go, they look really fancy. And he's always dead simple. It's like kind of asparagus with like mad sesame seeds and like smoked salmon or whatever.
That does sound nice.
It looks fancy. Like it looks like kind of your Wagamama's style. Ugh.
I hate these guys. Oh, I heard that.
Oof, what's happening here? How's that? How's that? How's that?
Oh, heard that.
So what was that? You averaged at about a 4 probably overall.
Maybe a 3.5. Call it.
Yeah, 4. So that would be you. You'd be at the same level as me.
Not bad.
No.
Anyone that gives himself 5s for everything is.
Well, exactly. I had that. I had a guy who gave himself like 5. I was like, nobody's a 5. Said that straight up. Said nobody's a 5. Because again, it's a bit of humility. At the time it was the, to be a 5,
Completely stopped me.
you had to be a director
Yeah.
to be a 5, and I was like, you're not a 5. Come on, fuck's sake.
There we go. I want that. Nice. Those guys are way better in co-op because like if you get caught in it, you're stuck. But if you've got your homie there to back you up,
Right, tell you what, I'll heal us.
Did we go straight down yet?
No, but remember we've got the thing now.
Oh right, aye.
So if we go bottom left, I think it was. Get some more
$1.
pounds. Yeah, get some more pound dollars. As in the pound weight.
Dollary does. Smackaroonies, as Kevin Bridges puts it. I need to fast from, I think it's 10 o'clock tonight. But I've got ice cream that I heavy want to have, so
What kind of ice cream?
it's like chocolate brownie, I think.
Ben and Jerry's.
No, it's like fake Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, it's Jen and Berries or whatever.
And it's just like Aldi own brand or whatever.
I'll take it home with me.
You won't
Save it from yourself.
I look forward to it.
You're not allowed it though.
No, I need to fast from like 10 o'clock or something.
Right, so I was
Like 10 p.m.
I was mishearing you there. Should be fasting from 8 p.m. Should do a 12 to 8 p.m. TRE, man.
Well, I intend to, I'm just saying.
Time restricted eating.
Sure. Fresh, though.
Without our drinks. Where's this cork? Get it? Cork?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, okay.
Superb.
I don't take it anymore. Smells taking over the room. Show sensitive to your presence.
I'll
I'm
just
a
stay
little
here.
weary of this lengthy level.
I'll let you run. Oh.
Of course, it's the pure loop-de-loop as far away as possible. Are we close to the end?
I believe so.
Okay.
What are we at?
Up there, up there.
You could pause it and restart, but
A little crispy.
we'll know once we go.
Is there something down here?
That's just a save point, I believe. That will make us fight somebody first.
I think they're already, like, no, I can't be asked.
That's weird.
They're
Oh,
miles
them
up in
there?
the top
Wants us
right.
to go
They're miles
kill-
up in the
Nah,
top right hand
sack it,
corner.
man. Sack it.
I'm at full health.
We're gonna die anyway.
You can die, and I'll let you come back to life, and then we'll rinse, repeat the pattern. Whoa.
Oh, jobby.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh, hold that.
Oh no.
That was me, sorry.
I think it was me actually. Oh, what? Come on now. Being texted, hopefully not by the wife. It is by the wife. What does she want?
Bop, bop, there. Bop, bop, there, there, there.
Pew, pew.
Hold that.
Amanda's in Morrison's
Oh, aye.
buying a load of scrummage.
You're going to get some Ben and Jerry's now that I've mentioned it.
Nah. She's got donuts and stuff on offer.
Oh, jeez, oh.
It's meant to be date night tonight as well. And here I am, over here. Ever since the baby came on the scene, the romance has completely died. I'm just kidding.
Aye.
I just feel like she is feeling
Cassandra.
sad. Bloody Cassandra. Health visitor comes, and the health visitor has to ask you these questions about, you know, how you feeling and all this. And it's worrying stuff, obviously, you know what I mean? Post-natal depression it's only brutal.
Aye. Is
I
it
think it's
common?
like, yeah, I think it's something like 60%.
Oh, jeez.
I think it's definitely the majority of women experience it.
I wouldn't have realised it was as much as that. So is that what the health visitor told you? Is that just like what people said?
No, I think that's what the stats are. Again,
Oh, did you skip it along? Oh, new series of Always Sunny is on
I know,
Netflix.
Monday.
Oh, is it Monday? Oh, I
It's
thought it was
Monday.
today.
No,
I had
Monday.
the 28th in my head. I've seen a few of them already.
Have you?
Aye.
Where were they?
Oh, I thought they were hilarious.
No, but where were they? Where were they on?
Gillian has like a dodgy mad like fire stick, so we were all watching them. What are you giving me Tara updates? Tara update alerts?
No, it's the first time you mentioned her, but that's fun.
Aye. So I don't want to like tell you much about them because there's some pretty funny like twists. Not really twists, but just like, you know, gags they kind of build up to. But
Yeah, okay.
yeah, no, I've seen I think 3 or 4
I
of
don't know
them.
if they've said it's going to be the last series.
I think it's the last one that they had like contracted, but I don't know if they've said like this is the last one.
I'm sure Danny DeVito was saying something like in the news about. I think he said if it's the last season, I'll be okay with it. I don't.
Okay.
One of those kind of fake news stories where you're like they're not really
Yeah.
saying anything.
Oh, I read one the other day that did my head in because it was Bobby Pattinson. Someone asked him, is Joker going to be in the new Batman film? And his exact quote was, "Yeah, no, ... I don't know."
Anything could be possible.
And it was like a full news article they've written about it. I was like, this is the biggest like nothing burger I've ever seen. He literally said, "Yeah, no, I don't know." latest news on the Batman 2. I hope it's not called that as well. I hope it's called like...
No, just chocolate. Just chocolate.
Le Batman or something like that.
It'll be shit.
You reckon?
I think it'll be shit.
No, I reckon it'll be...
First one was mid.
It was not. The first one was superb. What are you on about? I've not seen Penguin yet, but I hear good things as well.
I'm the same. I've heard very good things about it.
Yeah.
But then they possibly just don't know the Penguin as a character. You know what I mean? People have watched it and go, I thought the Penguin is just like Danny DeVito, and just be like, oh, it's like, no, he's actually quite an interesting character. He's like a proper like crime boss. And
Rebecca said the stupidest thing ever when we came at Joker when it was at cinemas. She was like, oh, I thought we were going to find out how he got like his scars. I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking
The
about?
real story.
She was like, oh, you know, like how he got like the scars. I was like, no, it's not in continuity. Like with the Dark Knight films, like it's a totally different like series.
Aye.
She was like, but not to me, it's not. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what? I was like, I don't understand what you're saying right now. What do you mean, not to you, it's not? I was like, when you watch Game of Thrones, see when you watch Game of Thrones, right, and Kit Harington's in it, then you see another film with Kit Harington, I think that locks it. Or was that time thing? No, I'm just talking shit. Then you see Kit Harington in another film, he's not like still freaking. Oh well, it'll be a time limit. You see Kit Harington in another film, he's not still Jon Snow.
Right, you just run to it, right?
Yeah.
I bet you this fucks us over. I bet you pure like teleports you. Or teleports me or something. Go on and kick his ass. Exactly. What a kid. You're in my way.
You could say like, oh, but it is to me. He'll always be Jon Snow to me. Yeah, but he isn't Jon Snow when he's in a different film.
He's Black Knight.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's not Black Knight. He's Black Knight to no one. Anybody who watched the fucking Eternals and actually understood that reference. Because I mean, he's not even really Black Knight in that. He doesn't start his journey as Black Knight. The sword kind of appears like at the end of the movie. But in principle, like Black Knight is not in that movie. And it's a shame because Black Knight, you know, is like a staple of the Avengers. In the comics, at least.
I wouldn't have known that.
But I don't think he's really fit for the modern era.
How come?
Just they haven't done anything interesting with him. And you pick Jon Snow, the most like kind of well-known sort of knighty character in like recent years.
Like another night.
But then you've also got one of the other Starks in the movie is one of the Eternals.
Ooh.
What are we doing? Yeah. Get out of the fucking way.
Move it.
I like to
Move it, football head.
Cha-ching. Who are you? We got a new cheesecake in. What? Ricotta cheese. Who's him? Should I recognise that song? It feels familiar.
I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff like that in this game. You're like, do I know that?
Travis, we'll hunt you down.
Watch your back.
Ugh.
Roll. And then left. Nice. Help me.
Started playing the well, I guess you can't just leave yet, but I started playing the Avengers game which
aye.
apparently is now not available apart from on disc. So one of my silly friends told me that it was like the servers were shut down, you couldn't play it anymore. But he is wrong.
I had heard that.
You
But
can't play the
evidently-
online feature, but as long as you've got a disc, which I bought in the charity shop for
Yeah.
$50.
But that just goes to show you, man. It's just ridiculous. That thing you bought, they've literally just taken away.
Yep.
Imagine they just walked into your house and took something off your shelf and left. You know, it'd be a police matter.
Become ungovernable.
It's ridiculous.
Fuck's sake.
What was it? Ubisoft said it was like.
Fans need to get used to the
Aye,
idea
no,
of not owning a game.
Yeah, not owning a game.
You wait
so
down there. You can just nip through there. Again, co-op is much easier with 2 actual people. Oh, here we go. We're getting dangerously close to leading up Paul's point.
What?
Double check. I won't let it run past. I won't let it run past 20 past. Oh, what happened to you?
Oh, just absolutely smashed everybody.
What was down here? Was it not a toilet?
Maybe it was. I thought it was just a coin box.
Oh, maybe it's just a coin box.
Bomb diggy diggy.
Right, tell you what, I'm gonna.
Just in case.
Yeah.